Successfully completed my minor mission yesterday, returning to the big city of Willow City, North Dakota, USA. I had to stop at the bottom Peter Pit to unload the materials, and of course, I was entitled to have a tall, cool, crisp Budweiser Millennium. And I sat there with one mouth, two ears. You should listen more than you talk, and listen to the critical, or lack thereof, conversations at the bottom Peter Pit. We're in trouble, people. What were the hot topics? Well, you had the NBA playoffs, of course. And then the weather, of course, because we sure could use some rain. And then there was the other related, assorted, mild chit-chat. Any of the big issues? Not really, other than Joe Biden is an asshole that's caused a lot of problems with the gas prices. Yeah, well, at least you're not blaming Putin, those goddamn Russians. People, it's gotten to, and I'm not saying getting, I said it's gotten to the point that everything is so obvious in our faces, which only increases the accuracy of the information I relay to you all from the wall. It sure as hell does. It's to the point, people, where we can no longer claim we can't see the forest because the trees are in the way. And it is Thursday, the 9th of June, 2022. Now, before I cover another bloody obvious issue, the Romeo Tango, the Romeo Theory, let's just call it that for now, which is a crystal clear wake-up call to the 60%ers. I see yesterday's podcast earned me, my channel, the Wikipedia blue badge of corrected information. Nope, I didn't put that there. And the funny thing is, I didn't say much about the horrific accident my ass event of 1967. I simply said, remember the event and do your own research. Do the Google. Didn't I say that? So, let's go ahead and click the link because I'm sure you guys didn't. Here we go. It takes you right to the USS Liberty incident. Was an attack on a United States Navy technical research ship, in parentheses, a spy ship. Well, it was a spy ship, goddammit, you can't blame them. USS Liberty, by Israeli Air Force jet fighter aircraft and Israeli Navy motor torpedo boats on 8 June 1967, during the Six-Day War. Okay. The combined air and sea attack killed 34 crew members and wounded 171 and severely damaged the ship. Israel apologized for the attack, saying that the USS Liberty had been attacked in error after being mistaken for an Egyptian ship. Both the Israeli and U.S. governments conducted inquiries and issued reports that did conclude the attack was a mistake due to Israel's confusion about the ship's identity. Others, including survivors of the attack, and kooks like that fucking Dave Coram, no, that's not in there, have rejected these conclusions and maintained that the attack was deliberate. But what's the takeaway there, people? Yeah, Israel and U.S., they looked into it. It was an accident. Well, wait a minute, Dave. There you go. You just read it to us. Not only Israel investigated the incident, but so did our own government. And they both concluded it was an accident. Except for, like you say, a few conspiracy kooks like you. Really, people? I am definitely not alone in my conclusions. But, you know, what the hell can I say? Let's consider the atmosphere of the U.S. government's position at the time. Keep in mind, Senator Insane John McCain, oh, thank God, like Ruth Bader Ginsburg, he's dead. His daddy was involved. Yep, a Navy admiral. Let's go right to the top. The top dog, the president, the commander-in-chief of the American Armed Forces, President LBJ. Now here's a cute little quote. Quote, I don't care if the ship sinks and every man on board drowns. We are not going to embarrass Israel. Unquote. Hey, how cool is that? With a president that held a viewpoint like that, how fair and impartial do you really think the U.S. inquiries under him, conducted by his directions, how fair do you think they were? How thorough do you think they were? Do you think there was any cover-up? Well, when they awarded the commanding officer of the USS Liberty his Congressional Medal of Honor, they had to do it in secret. No fanfare. Yeah, amazing. It sure is comforting to know when you're serving in the military that Commander-in-Chief has your back. Because after all, it was LBJ who instructed then Secretary of Defense Robert Strange McNamara to call off a rescue mission already underway. Aircraft from a carrier group nearby already launched and airborne and en route to Liberty by ordering them back to the carrier. Wonder why he did that. Okay, anyway, moving on. So what's this Romeo Tango shit all about here? That's so bloody obvious. Or the Romeo theory all about? Pay attention, 60%ers. It is so obvious that even Where's Waldo on the Morning Joe is trying to do damage control. And sadly, it takes a conspiracy kook like me, and you're not going to believe this, a pot-smoking comedian, oh yeah, Jimmy Dore, to draw your attention to this urgent matter. It has a lot to do with open borders. So let's take it away, Jimmy.
Hey, so there's another mask-off moment for the people over at MSNBC. You want to hear what it was? Here it is.
It is so anti-Semitic. And, of course, they've slotted George Soros in there, trying to make the country like browner and blacker. What's the best way for people to push back on that lie? You take this heinous platform and you make the Republicans own it. I want to say it again. Make the Republicans own it. Every Republican politician, every Republican candidate, ask them about it. Make it, because they can't run from it because it's part of who they are at this point, as disgusting as that is. But make it the Republican replacement theory. Mainstream it, because this is the way you have to scare.
You didn't hear him say that, did you? The Romeo theory? Sound like replacement theory.
We don't have the economy on our side as Democrats. So you have to scare the bejesus out of people. The way to scare that is say, this replacement theory, this is not.
Said it again.
Just coming from some dark corner of the web. This is the Republican platform. Make them own it. And if Democrats run from this fistfight, I know in the previous segment with Eugene Daniels, you talked about the president not wanting to call out names. Call out Tucker Carlson. Call out the politicians and make them own it. This is a Republican platform. It's the racist Republican replacement theory.
Ooh, said it 3 times. I wonder why, Where's Waldo, Joe Scarborough, wonder why he's called it anti-Semitic. Why would that be anti-Semitic? I don't get it. Somebody's going to have to explain it to me. Did you hear it, people? What the Romeo theory is? Donnie Deutsch said it twice. No, he said it 3 times. Yep, replacement theory. Now, just out of shits and giggles again, wonder who Donnie Deutsch is. Well, let's take a look over here. From the Times of Israel. Jewish MSNBC commentator. What is the difference between Hitler and Donald Trump? Donnie Deutsch says, Jews who are supporting Trump are walking off a cliff. How dare you with what our people have gone through. Well, that's kind of a cool little tidbit from the Times of Israel, don't you think? Yeah, it's a stunning thing. Oh, do I have a second witness? I know you guys want to know if I have a second witness. You know what? I do. It's a tweet from a guy named Aaron Greenblatt. Here you go. You're not going to solve these demographic trends, honey. Your people are being replaced, and there's nothing you can do about it. His follow-up tweet replied to a Nicky Knack. I'm not white. I'm Jewish. Hey, there was a song like that. I'm not white, I'm Jewish. I played it once on one of my podcasts. Got a copyright strike, so I can't play it again. How convenient. It sure kind of makes a guy wonder who is behind the open borders of the USA, doesn't it? You know what? It's going to eat on me for a while, because I think this is a wake-up call. I think the next time I see Murray at the bottom Peter Pit, I'll discuss it with him. I'll ask him what in the hell is going on, and we'll leave it at that. Anyway, people. Anyway, wake up, the 60%ers. It truly is later than you think. And, think it or not, I got stuff to do.